primera vez. Los que ya conocen de la palabra y por alguna razón se apartaron y quieren renovar sus votos, vengan aquí conmigo. Vamos a orar por ustedes. Si alguno allá que me escucha, allá a lo lejos, hacemos el llamado. No ese hombre este llamado. Hemos predicado la sana doctrina, hemos predicado la palabra de Dios. No ese hombre este llamado. Es Cristo quien está haciendo el llamado. El tiempo está cerca. El día es hoy. La oportunidad es hoy. Mañana no lo sabemos. Después de muertos, ni una oración, ni un denario, nada nos va a poder salvar. La decisión es este día. La decisión es el día de hoy. Cristo te ama. Cristo quiere salvarte. Cristo quiere perdonarte. Humíllate. Hoy es el día. Ven a Cristo, confiesa sus faltas. No es necesario que lo hagas conmigo. Ahí en tu corazón dile, Padre, oremos. Padre, en el nombre de Jesús de Nazaret. Amén. En el nombre de Cristo Jesús, vengo ante el trono de tu gracia, Padre. No como un justo, sino como un pecador, reconociendo mi maldad, reconociendo que te he fallado, reconociendo, Padre, que te he ofendido. Pero en esta mañana he escuchado tu llamado, he escuchado tu llamamiento, he escuchado tu voz. La palabra de Dios dice, dijo el Señor Jesús, mis ovejas oyen mi voz y me siguen. Padre, yo abro mi corazón en esta mañana.
Testing, testing, one. Testing, audio test. Can you guys hear me there correctly or good?
Reconozco, Señor, mi condición, que sin ti no soy nada, Señor. Ven y mora en mi corazón y en mi ser en esta mañana. Vive ahí donde estás. Padre, Señor Jesús, Espíritu Santo de Dios, abro mi corazón en esta mañana y te recibo como mi único y suficiente Salvador. Ven, Espíritu Santo.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Anota mi nombre en el libro de la vida, Señor. Amo tu reino, amo tu salvación. Perdóname porque me he desechado este tiempo de gracia. Perdóname, Señor, porque no te había recibido. Perdóname porque andaba yo distraído en las cosas materiales. Perdóname, Señor, porque andaba yo distraído.
God bless every single one of you that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in today. The quantity has gone to 3,000 right here. At this particular point, you have 3,000 migrants that they are waiting for a solution. That is to document the immigration format that permits them to walk freely for 30 days in our country of Mexico. They're waiting for that, and ultimately, after they get that, they will start embarking on their journey to go to the United States of America. The guy that you hear preaching over there, he is a Christian preacher, and you see a big circle of people receiving the blessing of this Christian pastor. Just a detail and a fact and a number that you guys need to know. Yesterday, the leader of the Caravan and defender of humanitarian rights, Luis Villagran, announced that more than 8,000 immigration formats or immigration permits have been delivered to the migrant caravan. That means that you put 8,000 right here, 8,000 that they have already been delivered, plus add to the fact that you are adding 3,000 over here, that's 11,000. Plus add the ones that they're all scattered or they already arrived. That will give you possibly a total of 15,000 migrants. 8,000 migrants are going to be moving in the next incoming days to the northern borders that connect to the United States of America because they already received the immigration permit for them to walk freely to the northern borders of the United States. You guys are going to see a surge of migrants arriving in the next incoming days into Eagle Pass. Already it started to happen, according to journalist and friend of ours, Griff Jenkins. He has done a report on Fox News saying that ultimately the increase of migrants in the parts of Eagle Pass has increased to 15,000 encounters and detentions, not counting the gotaways. So you got 15,000 in the past 10 days, which tells you that inevitably this massive flow, it is going to be arriving in the next incoming days. As we predicted, between 7 to 10 days, it was going to be arriving, and we were correct. Border Network News, bringing you guys live coverage of this, all steps of the way, and ultimately not only that, bringing you guys live statistics and reality and truth of what is actually happening in our borders, is statistics and stats and everything that is happening. So 8,000 migrants have already been granted a permit for them to walk freely into the United States of America, not into the United States, to the borders that connect to the United States of America. Specifically, everybody wants to go to Piedras Negras or Acuña, that is the border with Eagle Pass, or Del Rio, Texas. So 8,000 of them have already been granted. 8,000 has already been granted. Also, there's people that want to go to Yuma and Nogales. Yes, they are. Yes, there are a bunch of people that want to go to Yuma and Nogales, Arizona. You have that quantity also. But ultimately, the number one place that they want to go is the river. They have been sleeping here on this rooftop. Share this video, like this video. Share this video, like this video. Share this video, like this video. Hit that bell button. Share that bell. Share that button, please. Press that share button and let's do this. They're also convoking a list to be attended. There is a list where they're putting their names, and they're going to be later on attended. So let me give you guys a recap. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. We are live again from the epicenter of this immigration phenomenon that is Mapastepec now. The migrants walked yesterday excruciating 41 kilometers, 60 kilometers. That is the most that migrant caravan has walked in the state of Chiapas and in the part of Tapachula to the north of the state. 60 kilometers they walked. It was excruciating to see that. In this 60 kilometers, on that particular day yesterday, a migrant lost her life due to a diabetic attack. Her diabetes escalated and she lost her life. On this caravan, it was a woman from Venezuela. She's already been cremated and she has been taken and flying back to Venezuela, as one migrant already lost her life. Not only that, on this day, yesterday, the leader of the Caravan and Defender of Humanitarian Rights, Luis Villagran, has already communicated that there has been a number of immigration forms and also documents by the quantity of 8,000. So you have 8,000 migrants that they already granted their documents due to this caravan that has started on Monday, June 6th. Now, because of that, it has exacerbated the number to 8,000 migrants. They already received documents when the caravan was the quantity of 15,000. So you have 7,000 that they're scattered. Out of those 7,000 that they're scattered, 3,000 are here right now, so that's 11,000. You got 4,000 that they're missing. Those 4,000 that they're missing, they already been granted before the 8,000 permits, visas, and a lot of them transported themselves without no documents to the north borders. The surge of migrants into the north borders has already been categorized as high alert in the borders of Eagle Pass and also in the borders of Del Rio, Texas. According to journalist from Fox News, Griff Jenkins, he has informed that there has been an increase on the past 10 days in those particular borders, an increase that it has enormously grown between encounters of over 15,000, not counting the gotaways that everybody knows what a gotaway is. So that is specifically, it is the roundup number now. These 3,000 right here are waiting for exactly the same thing as an immigration format, for them to get that format and transport themselves freely into the United States of America. It is a reality. It is, all the numbers that we manage have been 90 to 95% accurate. We have managed a number that is between 15,000. That number was managed by another network. We have asked the leader of the Caravan, and why we asked the leader of the Caravan, because the most accurate number is him. He's the one that organized. He had his, as you can say, his helpers that he helped them, his leaders of the Caravan. He had 10 leaders of different entities and places. All the leaders had a quantity, had a list. You add those lists and you add those quantities, it rounded up to 12,000 when we started walking. That's the number that I started giving out. But later on, as the Caravan started walking, it grew to 15,000. And that is the number that we were giving out later on, 15,000. Now it is according, and it is accurate due to the factual information that Griff Jenkins on the part of the United States of America is providing, that in this last 10 days, more than 15,000 have been the encounters in the parts of Eagle Pass. That means that this influx is going massively right now to the north borders, as more than 8,000 migrants in this past Caravan have been granted permits to go to the United States of America. 8,000 migrants of this 15,000 people Caravan, 3,000 are here. That means 11,000 are right here, and the ones that I'm counting, 11,000 plus the 8,000 they already granted the permits, 3,000 right here, and the other 4,000, well, God knows where they are. Most possibly they already been infiltrated to the borders of the United States. They smuggled them to the United States, or they walked already to the northern border. So, Project Veritas reporting there are Afghans on the terror watch list and have been given work visas already. Over here in Tapachula, no. No, we haven't seen anything of that. So I haven't seen anything of that. We know of a Islamic community in the part of Guatemala. We already know that, and we have investigated on that. So regarding that, we don't have no confirmation. So this is the part of Mapastepec. It's a municipal city 60 kilometers away from Tapachula. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo le va? Muy bien.
Qué bueno es.
Bastante. Desde ayer llegamos.
¿Va a quedarse aquí o va a seguir? Dicen que hay un grupo hacen arriegas?
Fíjese que no sé, lo que sí sé es de que ya les entregaron más de 8,000 visas allá en el Cerro Gordo, en Huixla. Y estos son como unos 2,500, 3,000 más o menos por ahí, más los que están en hoteles y todo demás. Entonces, pues ahí ya son como 11,000, ¿no? Más o menos le andamos calculando.
Ajá, el grueso te decía.
Más lo que ya se fue, pues sí, así más o menos es una cantidad muy fuerte, pero no creo que lleguen más aquí. A ver qué solución les dan.
Están haciendo más listas también para entregar.
Pues sí, hay muchos. Ay, canijo.
Nosotros venimos ahorita de bus y pues también.
Sí, ya, bueno, pues ya les dieron solución a la mayoría, ¿no? Thank you so much for joining in. This is another colleague of mine. That's Juan Alvarez right there on my left. He is a journalist for a well-known international network that is called Televisa. He is a correspondent, national correspondent from Televisa. Let me just say if he wants to say hello to you guys. Saluda, Juan. Saluda. There you go, that's Juan. He has his camera crew right here. As you see right here is his camera crew. He's from Televisa, and he has been doing this for the longest of time. If you surround yourself with people that they have so much vast experience, they will help you grow as your product and everything that you're broadcasting grows a lot. That's my cameraman right here, the tallest one. That's Manuel de Jesus, another cameraman that's on the back. He has worked for international media as AP News and a lot of other networks. CNN also is right here. CNN is around here. Also, not only CNN, but also you got all different types of correspondents. Al Jazeera was here a couple of days ago. It's a lot of networks that they were here reporting. ¿Tienes enlace? Uy, te va a quedar el chingazo si llega Luis Azara, ¿no? ¿O no? A ver, ¿cómo está eso?
Porque entra mucha claridad y las cámaras registran luces, no colores. Entonces, si hay mucha intensidad allá, lo convierte un poquito más en la línea.
Oh, o sea que...
Desde allá para acá. No, pero porque esto tapa un poco más.
Oh, porque el Tecapanta, el sol viene órale.
Sí. Por eso a veces de repente ves que vamos allá, porque ayer ese era el problema. Me ponía aquí y como estaba un poco más nublado, cuando está nublado los rayos del sol buscan dónde salir, entonces eso hace más intensa la situación. A que cuando está el puro sol, te vas directo a donde está el sol. Ya. Ahí registra la luz y sabes que está en un punto central. Pero como está nublado, sale un poco de luz acá, y se equilibra, no te lo hace parejo el nivel de luz. Entonces, cuando hagas un enlace, ten cuidado no hacerlo
ahorita te digo,
siempre que el sol te pega así. Porque si lo tienes aquí, se va a ver aquí claro, pero acá oscuro.
Entonces tiene que ser de frente la luz. Siempre de frente la luz. Ok. Ahorita te veo, pues. Dale, pues. Éxito. Every time, these guys, they give you advice on camera, on lighting. They're really experienced people that they work with big networks, and you know, our network is also growing and is fastly growing. Real America's Voice News. Thank you so much, Cindy, Alba, Val, Ray. Thank you for your coffees. My God, thank you so much. Thank you. Buy me a coffee. It's on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, buy me coffees on the top link. You guys know that we were one of the only networks that we have been here since the start. Then later on, other international networks started coming in, as CNN, as other networks started to come in. But we have been here since past almost 2 weeks. We traveled first time and then we went back home for 3 days and then we traveled back again. So we have been here for 2 weeks also. Mande. Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue como color azul. Saluda a la cámara. Mira, salúdalo. That's the kid that I interviewed the other day on the lake. So when he just gave me some advice on lighting, on how to do your hits. And he said, you got to do this, you got to do that. They're really humble people. I have always been respectful over here in their land because this is their land. I have always been professional with ethic and responsibility with the information. You have to be extremely responsible with the information and respect the statistics and respect how they are managing the numbers. That is why when I give out a number, it's because I already checked on all sources over here that we have created a friendship, and also that we have created a great relationship with them. So Internet Gems, also thanks for the coffee. Ida, Jean, thank you for the coffee. Cindy, Alba, Val Ray, thank you for the coffee. So all of you, thank you. So it's great to have these colleagues and journalists that we are working together always and giving you factual information in terms to numbers and in terms to everything that has been provided for you guys. If you guys hear the mariachi music, it is a Christian pastor who is singing Christian songs with mariachi background. Diane, thank you for the coffees. Also, I would like to take 1 minute of this time and congratulate right now also another colleague and photographer for Routers, Jose Torres, that he just became a father right now. He just sent me a picture of his recently born son. So congratulations to you, Cheche, on being a father. It is a great journey and it's a great test. It is the best test of life, to put an example for another child on how to live his life and ultimately to create him a great human being. Congratulations, Jose, on this new chapter of your life. Anonymous, thank you so much. From supporters, thank you so much for the coffees, Anonymous. Hecho, papá. Chingón. Hey, chingón. Es chingón. Los números andan bien, ¿eh? Ya están diciendo que donde nos podemos meter ya más a firmar con los números, como podemos confirmar los números, Juan, es lo que va llegando allá. Y ahorita están diciendo que en los últimos días han llegado más de 15,000, lo que afirma de que sí.
¿Había más?
Quiere decir que había más. Me quedé corto yo y te quedaste, tú diste el número, pero a la vez no sabíamos que había más.
Es que
o
no
sea,
también
no podemos descifrar, güey, sí. Pero bueno. So we're continuing with this broadcast for every single one of you. We are right here. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for the coffees. We're trying to do the best that we can on our job. And I want to flip the camera. I'm wearing a mask for security reasons. You guys haven't seen me in a couple of days. And there's a reason why. The reason is that I have been sick. In these couple of days, I have been sick. I haven't been feeling well. The reason why I had possibly a heat stroke or something, a heat. We walked for more than 26 miles nonstop in the heat and the humidity. And I did not rest. A lot of the migrants rest. We continue to walk. And we had some blisters in our lips all across, our hands also, and in our feet. And ultimately, not only that, we were kind of sick on the fever, and we had like body chills and all that kind of stuff. It has been a quite difficult couple of days, but we have continued with professionalism, ethic, and also, you know, we have to work no matter what. If we're sick or not, we have to give out information on all times. So this is the first time that I will flip the camera since like 3 days ago. I'm wearing a mask for security reasons. I didn't want you guys to see me, the eyes that I have. They were really red, and I was swollen in some parts. So hopefully I don't look that bad. Thank you so much for joining in. How's everybody doing? Let me put it right here. Oscar Blue right here live from the part of Mapastepec, as we are broadcasting for every single one of you back right here at this particular place where I have been in this municipal city quite many times, where basically right here it has been the epicenter of finding a solution for the migrants, and ultimately trying to find not only a solution for the migrants, but also to see what is going to happen after. You know, the pros and the cons. I will say the pros. The pros is that every city is being cleaned up now as the caravan is advancing. The cons is that you're going to have a surge at the northern borders of with the United States of America, and also that every municipal city has suffered the consequences of this mass surge. That is, as I said with Mr. Bannon in the War Room, resources is the number one key that is a factor right here. Every municipal city in which the caravan has arrived, due to the high quantity of migrants, they have you know, run out of water, some kind of resources as food. Also, there's a factor of trash that is all over the place, and there's migrants scattered all over the city, which the insecurity level, we don't know if it grows or not. A lot of the migrants, they just want to sleep. A lot of them, they just want to be left alone. But you activate the security level on every municipal city, which is something that you put the municipal authorities to work on, something that is not even close to what is supposed to be the security of the citizens or the security of the city, which means you distract the authority from the main obligations and you put them to work on protecting the migrant population instead of focusing and particularly with not only the migrant population, but focusing on the crime that is in Mapastepec. They need to focus on the crime that is in Mapastepec, not the crime that is in particular with not only and not the crime that is in particular with if you get migrants that they are trying to do something. I don't believe that that is the case. I believe that they just want to be left alone. They just want to sleep. But you activate some other things, and some other things start to happen, and those are the things that you make the population uncomfortable. Mapastepec has been a municipal city which the municipal president of Mapastepec does not agree with the migrant caravan. He says that they overflow and they overstack the system. He says that they overflow the hospitals. He says that they bring a bad image to the municipal city. And also he has said that the majority, they buy so many resources that they ran out of resources. But ultimately, not only that they stay here for a long time, and the government of Mexico has not done a good job on resolving this and also on finding a solution for this. Mapastepec, it is a municipal city that is 90 kilometers away from the border of Tijuana. It's 90 kilometers away from the border of Tijuana. Let me flip the camera. I'm getting a message from Real America's Voice News. Hold on a minute. Hello? Yes, sir. Yes, I'm still in Mapastepec. I am... Yes, sir. I'm all right. I can consider 70%. Work is work, sir, so let's continue. I don't have no problem. Okay. I will be ready. Yes. I'm waiting for the leader of the caravan. He's about to arrive and I will do an interview. I will record that interview and I will translate that interview for you guys. Yes, sir. I already went to the doctor. I'm getting better, sir. It was a couple of days ago. Yes, it was really bad. But I'm all right. Okay, sir. We'll be ready, yes. Okay. Copy that. All right. Thank you. Let us walk for a little bit. I'm going to walk for a little bit for you guys to see how it looks all the way around. Let's walk right here to this side. This is how it looks from outside of the panel. This is the street. I will flip the camera again if you guys like to see me, but I'll flip the camera right now. As soon as I get a chance. This is how they live in right here in this part. Buy me a coffee. It's on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, buy me a coffee. It's on the top link. Thank you so much for your contributions. This is what happens is they wash their clothes and then they put them on the floor so they can dry off. They're getting a haircut right here. Look at how they're getting a haircut. ¿Quiere un fade? ¿Quiere un fade él o qué? Un fade él lo quiere. Sí. ¿Eres barbero? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? De Venezuela. Allá en Venezuela, he's a barber. Allá en Venezuela eres barbero.
Claro, en Colombia.
¿En Colombia? Colombia, trabajas en Colombia. Y ahora el propósito tuyo es ir a Estados Unidos y también podrás ser barbero allá.
Claro, esas son las metas.
¿Esa es la meta? Sí. ¿Cuánto tiempo has sido barbero?
Aproximadamente 12 años.
12 años,
sí.
Ya bastante tiempo.
Sí.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Fran.
Mucho gusto, Fran. He's a barber. He says that my number one purpose is to go to the United States and be a barber also. Let's go to this other barber right here. Look how they're charging their phones. This is crazy how they're charging their phones. ¿De dónde eres? ¿No quiere hablar? Muy bien. No te pongo la cámara entonces, amigo. Dale. ¿No quiere hablar? Let's walk a little bit over here. Some of them, they don't want to talk. They don't want to be bothered. And we completely understand that. Immediately, you need to respect their space. As there is no obligation for them to answer. If they want, they answer. If they don't want to answer. But look at the clothes, how they're putting the clothes right here. I already translated. He said that he's a barber and he wants to be a barber when he comes to the United States of America. He has been a barber for more than 12 years. So if you're talking about the migrant that I just interviewed, that's what he said. I translated. This is how it looks. Let's go on the other side.
Mi nombre es Rodrigo Díaz, mi hermano Miguel, mi hermano José Luis y mi hermana Dolores Hernández. Gloria a su nombre. No fue una casualidad, es porque Dios nos envió a este lugar para que ustedes escucharan palabra divina, palabra de Dios. Les puedo dar mi número si alguien lo quiere tener un amigo aquí en Mapastepec con confianza. Mi número es 918 123 3783. Repito.
This is how it looks right now. So it is important that we basically show you the truth of what is going on. Let me just flip the camera of everything that is happening. ¿Estás bien? ¿Estás bien?
No, me deportaron a mi novio.
Mande.
Me deportaron a mi novio.
A ver, mira, espérame.
Que nosotros le cantemos alabanza y el gozo que esté siempre en los corazones, ese gozo y ese cambio, gloria a Dios, ese cambio, que sí, el viejo hombre ya queda atrás, sino que nueva criatura que el Señor, nueva criatura en él, gloria a su nombre, gloria a Dios. Que Dios me lo bendiga, que Dios me lo guarde.
We're back right here to this. Let me just flip the camera so we can talk for a little bit. And we can just talk for a little bit. Me showing you in camera, me being on camera, but as I said, I am going to wear a mask. So I'm sorry for people that they are going to complain, why are you wearing a mask, Oscar? Why are you wearing a mask? Well, there's no other. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News correspondent for Real American Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. God bless you to every single one of you that are watching. We are right here on Mapastepec. Behind me, you will see a migrant camp that is full, loaded, with more than, practically more than 3,000 people right here in the back of me, waiting for a response for the Institute National Immigration. This is raw and uncut footage for every single one of you. As we have been traveling with the caravan for more than basically 2 weeks now, but traveling with the caravan since Monday. This caravan that has been the largest caravan that has ever come out of the part of Tapachula, specifically on that particular part. It has been, terrifying to see this, and ultimately has been difficult to basically try to digest this massive caravan. It is just massive. It is just massive. There's no other way to just describe this. It's massive caravan, which it gets every day difficult by the day to understand how the Mexican government has been surpassed and they have not done anything. The only thing that they have done is pressure the authorities for them to give them the humanitarian visas or the format of immigration visa. And with the format of immigration visa, you immediately get, well, so-called as a permit for them to transport freely for 30 days. They are going to have the ability to transport themselves freely in the country of Mexico. This format of immigration is a little sheet that I will get one and I will show you guys later on this afternoon for you guys to get the understanding and for you guys to know which format are we talking about. This format is going to be given to them for them to walk freely for 30 days in the country of Mexico, and those 30 days ultimately you only need 1 day or 2 days to get to the border. So you know, so it is hard to understand what is going to happen. You know, that's the number one thing, that you don't understand what it is going to happen. That is the number one thing. We don't understand. I don't even understand what is going to happen. We have seen this phenomenon for 5 years now. 5 years reporting, 4 years reporting on this. In 5 years we have seen it. And as we have seen this constant influx of immigrants to our south borders of Mexico and ultimately to the north borders of the United States, we have reported on multiple ports of entry in the United States and also on multiple ports of entry in the borders in the side of Mexico that connect to the United States. Also, we have traveled almost 14 to 15 times over here to the south border of Tapachula, so we have created a great friendship with the Journalists Union over here, and ultimately all the journalists, professional journalists that we have met. Yesterday I met, it's a friend of mine from a long time ago, but we met a really famous photographer that he came to us and he admired our work. And ultimately, I didn't know who it was until later on. They told me, you know, guy, this guy is the one who took the photo, and they started showing him his work, and I was like, wow, that is the guy. So you work with some people that this brings you great open to networking and to ultimately create long distance relationships when it comes to working on journalists, on the journalism. So it is really important for us to continue. It's really important for us to broadcast every single thing that is happening over here. We were sick for a couple of days, really sick for 2 to 3 days. The first days, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't feel like talking, but I had to do a lot of broadcasts to the United States of America. And you know, it's work we have to do. That's what we came for. And ultimately the next day and next day. But today we're feeling a lot better than we were feeling a couple of days before. You know, I'm smiling now, which I was not, I was not doing at all. I want you guys on the audience right now. We'll take a minute right now on the audience. If you guys can give a hand clap to my producer and my manager, that does extremely more than enough for me. I don't know where I will be without my producer and my manager, really. Hand clap for her and to all the ranchers that they are always moderating my page. Thank you so much. But specifically my producer, my God, man, you go way and beyond for Oscar Blue. So, you know, Oscar Blue is, it's not only me, it's somebody else that is behind the scenes. So a huge hand clap to my producer and my manager. So we're standing right here in the sun. I don't want to stand here in the sun for that long because I love blocking rude people. What the hell is going on? I love blocking rude people. That's a great statement. These people, man, these people. So thank you so much for your contributions. We need to go to the doctor again today to check ourselves and ultimately to see how we are going to be feeling, how we are going to be doing. And well, that's the only thing that I can tell you. We are going to go check to see how we're doing, how we're feeling. I believe that that is a good way to say it, that we are going to go check ourselves to see where is this going to go and where is this going to end. So let me flip the camera. We'll end this live feed in a few seconds as the director and defender of humanitarian rights, Luis Villagran, is about to arrive right now in a few moments. And we are going to have a live broadcast with him to see what is his statements and to see what is he going to do now and what is the expectations in the next incoming days and what is really going to happen. So God bless you all. Thank you for your contributions and donations and contributions and help. We are going to be broadcasting in a little while. This is the update on the migrant caravan, as we have given you guys the numbers and statistics according to international organizations on which they are saying to us how much is the number and how big is this going to get. Stay safe. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him at every platform. You can follow also Ben Berquam, Frontline America with Ben Berquam. And also follow me at Twitter, Getter, Facebook, YouTube, and Telegram as Oscar L. Blue. Instagram as Oscar L. Blue Media and Oscar L. Blue Team. Got those 2 Instagrams. Majority of the time, I'll be posting my normal life, journalist life in Oscar L. Blue Media. But when it comes to news, editing and short videos, Oscar Blue Team is the Instagram that I always been posting. I'm not posting, my producer has been posting, editing, and doing all these videos. So thank you so much. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.